family matters, nigga. Cause I remember nights when we ain't have it. It was served on a sandwich. My mama steady gambling, and my uncle in the closet. He was sleeping on a mattress, but he taught me to be a man. He say, yeah, I hear you, Wunk. I'ma run it up, I'ma get it done. I'm a project baby, not a city boy. We had lit D's, we had belt beaters.
He hit the yak. Alright, on Duffle LO TV, who we got right here?
We got Ron the Don in effect, B.
Where you from?
You know, I'm from AG.
Where you at?
D130.
Where you at right now, literally?
And 3.
Where that's at?
Right here, where I'm at right now.
What,
This yak.
what hood you in?
Man, one and only. G.
See, look, that's it right there. So we talking about the Gardens. We got Ron originally from Block.
6.
Now he all the way still chilling in the hood. How long have you lived out
32 long hard joints.
here? Long time.
Long time.
I'm gonna let you finish your yak. You know you on Team Yak. Now me, myself, how do you even know me?
Man, from kids, man, we grew up. We grew up together. That's, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, we blood.
All from the same hood, same block. So now, speaking of the hood, you from the hood, I got the same question I started this off asking everybody. How has this neighborhood mentally, physically, and emotionally affected you?
Like mentally, shit. I mean, you know, you got bouts. You know what I'm saying? You synced all type of shit, mental, all type of shit. Like, just as far as physically and mentally. And emotionally, too. Been through all type of shit. So, I mean, it is what it is.
So speaking of the mental, they call it Chirac now. A lot of people be saying, like, everybody got PTSD. How do you feel about that with your experiences?
I mean, shit, the only way, you know what I'm saying, you handle that shit is, shit, you just know what you know what I'm saying, know what you've been through, you try to stay strong about it, know what you're saying, you try to stay strong about it. It just is what it is. I'm gonna leave it at that.
See, look, and a lot of people can't really, like, take the mental like that to understand, like, they don't have that strong mind. So with you having a strong mind, growing up in this type of environment, what would you tell somebody to strengthen their mind?
I mean, only the strong survive. But you know what I'm saying? Some people ain't built for it, some people is, but you know what I'm saying? You just gotta be, you know, I'm gonna just say that, like, you know, a lot of things people been through, a lot of things people went through. Hey, lucky to be here, you know what I'm saying? Not even just lucky to be here, but appreciate that you still here. There's many things that people went through, you know.
And that's what's so crazy. Like, speaking of the mental, like, the neighborhood is way different. So can you talk about the neighborhood growing up versus how the neighborhood is now?
I mean, growing up, it was, you know what I'm saying, motherfuckers had their door open, motherfuckers could, you know, we could do whatever we wanted to do as far as, like, being a kid growing up. We didn't have to grow up too fast. These kids growing up too fast, they got too much going on. So that's why they, you know what I'm saying, leaving fast. You know, yeah, it was things, you know what I'm saying, we experienced, we seen, we weren't supposed to see. But at the end of the day, we went about it a different route. These little niggas ain't going about it a different route.
So now we got
They tripping.
12-year-old Ron. What would grown right here, right now, tell 12-year-old Ron about if he was growing up in this generation right now?
Man, all I can say is shit. Man, stay on point. Stay on point and, you know what I'm saying, live in the right direction. Don't be doing all the extra shit. Keep your mind, you know what I'm saying, sharp. And, you know what I'm saying, try to do the right shit. You know, but I don't know that at that age, you know, some kids don't really listen to it, but I mean, at that age, we know at our time we was listening. We listen. We want to listen sometimes, but we listen. It's just a big difference. That's all.
So now what you basically just said is a bar that Jadakiss end up saying, like, a lot of niggas is missing then, like, cause they not, like, it's a lot of shit the new era is missing then because they not listening.
Right.
So now you been around for so long and understanding, like, look, I done seen it all, been there, done that. What would you tell 12-year-old Ron, like, look, you got to stay away from them because what?
I mean, you just gotta move a certain way. You stay away from them, if they ain't gonna do shit but put you on bullshit. Then you gonna gotta look over your shoulder, like maybe add, you know what I'm saying? Not 2, but maybe add 5 minutes, add 2 seconds. I ain't even gonna say minutes. I'm gonna say seconds, cause that's how fast that shit happen. So that's the type of shit I say. Even though I know, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, when we was coming up, when we was about that age, it was that, but I mean, you had people on point, like, nah, we ain't gonna do that because such and such right there, but yeah, that's why I say just stay on point.
So now they not listening, which means they not following directions from their elders, basically. But from your generation, y'all listen to y'all elders. So what?
I mean, we didn't, but we did. And what I mean is, we didn't because, yeah, we was doing shit we weren't supposed to do. Obviously, we was kids. But we did because we valued the situation and we took heed of that shit. And we end up, you know what I'm saying, too far in the streets. Like, yeah, we did some shit and we, you know what I'm saying, everybody gonna have their little mistakes and everybody gonna have some shit that they been through or they did. That is what it is. But as far as like, you know what I'm saying, you doing what you supposed to do, as far as a motherfucker telling you, like, all right, man, you go to school. All right, man, nah, man, you gotta be ready for this shit if you get in this shit. But, yeah, we listen. We was hoping, we was fucking with bitches, but, I mean, we was in the right path. That's just the difference.
So now they on the wrong path these days. What they weapons looking like versus the weapons when your generation was outside?
I mean, I ain't gonna lie, it was guns a little bit. But the weapons we had, we used our mind. Used our mind meaning we thought before we react. Some of us nowadays, I ain't even gonna say some, they don't think before they react. They react before they think. So that, you know, that's the difference.
And it sounds like you saying that's the generation, like that's the norm now.
Yeah. They react before they think. So they, you know what I'm saying, they do situations, oh damn, this bitch ass nigga, ooh, alright, I'm finna pop his ass. And they pop before they even thinking about the situation behind it. But it's too late.
So they done threw their life away, basically.
Basically.
So what would you tell them that they should do?
All the dumb shit ain't even hit. Just, you know what I'm saying, like I say, stay on point and, you know what I'm saying, think before you react. That's the main thing. Because you don't think before you react, I mean, my bad, you don't think before you react, you know what I'm saying, you're going to regret it. That's just what it is.
So now you
But it's just nowadays, they don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck about regretting anything because it is what it is. They figure, all right, this happened. It happened for this reason, so they, you know what I'm saying, they think like, all right, I ain't got no consequences behind this shit. I get revenge, but sometimes it don't be that deep. Sometimes.
Yeah,
In the situation that they had now, it'd be some silly shit like, oh, he stepped on my shoe. Oh, he bumped into me. Well, he mugged me. That's light.
So now that you understand that they doing the wrong thing, you're trying to tell them the right thing to do. You talked about you got to stay on point. You said that like 3 times, and you giving out some good information and good, referencing to things that you've been through. So that goes into the physical. What has the neighborhood physically done to you?
It just showed me like certain people, all the, that's let it go for any hood. Like it showed me, everybody like being in people's business and everybody like to, outshine the next person when you're supposed to be. If y'all a community, y'all supposed to come together. You know what I'm saying? That's how this shit supposed to go. But, that's what I learned, like, just as well as anywhere. Like, a lot of black motherfuckers don't know how to, get money, come together and, do this shit together. And keep the, peace and be for other motherfuckers out the community. But, I mean, it is what it is. That's just how it is right now.
Now, you look young, but tell them how old you is, because you dropping knowledge. So how old are you?
Shit, I'm 32.
Now, how many people do you see that's probably like 24, 26, and they them that look older than you?
Shit, I know a lot of people like that.
What you think that is?
Just shit about the experience, that's all. They don't really know too much of shit. They probably been through a little bit, but they ain't really experienced shit for real. So they don't really know.
So now the neighborhood growing up, like, was it any fights that you got into or had?
Yeah. There's plenty of fights.
Talk about one. Cause I got one I want to ask you about, but I'm gonna let you talk about one.
Let's talk about it.
You want to talk about what I want to ask first?
Let's talk about it.
Hey, this was so funny. I got a cousin that I want to knock out, but I can't knock her out because her grandma my auntie.
You funny as
But my man's knocked my cousin out that I could knock out.
Nah, I don't even like knocking out no for real.
So what happened, man? How did it start? Cause I know she be starring stuff, so I want to know how it started.
Man, it was some we kids. You like him, she like you type shit. Like you want nothing like that. Like
That's what it was about mess.
nah, what do you like that? Nah, you be in school and you playing and I don't know, she got the tweaking. But we was playing and she like, man, I can't wait to see you. Ooh, I will see you at 251. Ooh, I'm like, man, cut it out, man. We ain't even on that. But that's the type of time she was on.
Yeah. And
shit, I was playing with her by the time we got over there by Cobb. We was shorty. About what, 7th grade. And she like, man, I told you I was gonna see you after school. Ooh. Teacher grabbed me like, man, you ain't finna fight no girl. I'm like, man, no, I'm just playing with her. And she buzzed my nose like she swung on. She teed up.
It was time to get.
I don't know. I guess out of reaction, shit, I done. I don't know. Hit her back, but shit, it wasn't too much of shit. That was it. Teacher grabbed me. That was it.
She tried to sock you and then think she ain't getting socked back though.
She did. She mad my shit leaking a little bit.
She really be trying to manhandle dude still to this day.
Man, you know how she be. She be too. That shit go.
So after you seen her, I was black, like, and she was in school. How did you feel knowing? Yeah, I socked her. I know I socked. Everybody know I socked her.
Nah, it was awesome. Like, man, like, nah, man, that was, you know what I'm saying? She cool. It was awesome. Like, that wasn't my real intention to do the shit, but she just, like, buzz my shit. Like,
yeah. She got to get that. What you talking about?
Mama was like, shit. Mama looked at us like, shit. We was little puppy love type shit. And she was like, I'm going to beat both of y'all ass. Y'all just doing shit. And ooh, I was like, yeah, that's all that shit was, man. One shit made.
Afterwards, though, when y'all want puppies, what happened? Did y'all have any more love to give?
Nah, that shit was over with. By like 7th grade, after 7th grade, that shit was over. We was kids up until like 7th grade, that shit was over with. That was it.
So I'm saying when y'all got older, you ain't never talked to her again?
Nah.
Y'all ain't never get cool again?
Nah, we been cool. But I ain't never come at it like that, like on some, we was on some, I'm still trying to fuck with you, and I don't want that.
So y'all ain't have no more puppy love after you knocked out, basically.
You funny as hell. Nah, I don't want that.
She needed that, bro. Like, she really be beating no dudes. Like, how many dudes was she fighting in your class? Like, think about that.
Shit, in the class, she just tried to fight the whole damn school. All the time.
How was that? You in class with her, and she study playing with you and trying to fight the whole school. Everywhere she goes, she just trying to send it up.
Hey, it was kind of funny to me, though. Because niggas really was, like, drawing off of that shit, though. Even though I knew her, you know what I'm saying, I know her from, you know what I'm saying, we kids. You know, I ain't never really take her serious. But it's just that moment, like, you know, I was even playing with her when she said it. Like, man, it was funny to me. Man, I'm going to catch you at 251. I'm like.
What did you do to her? That's what made her say that.
Shit, we was in the classroom, you know, the day before Auntie Boo had a fight. She choked up. Auntie Boo had a fight and shit. So, you know, we in the classroom. You know how that shit go. You kids, you instigating shit. We instigating the shit. She talking shit. Want to send it up with me.
In the class?
Oh, everything. She trying to send it up with me in the class.
And that's why.
And Aaron took class.
I know Mr. Arrington had. He got them soldiers.
No, he
got
was
them.
already teed that
Yeah.
day. Man, let me get $1. Finesse.
Oh, man.
He steady finesse. Like, man, let me get $1. Trying to get motherfucker buy him school lunch.
The teacher though.
On everything.
Y'all know you used to smoke crack.
Boy, he used to be out that shit to my man. I was on this shit was so funny.
Mr. Bull used to
The
smoke
nigga
crack
used
too.
to sit up here and tell us everyday stories about motherfuckers like in a league and shit, man. I was on the motherfucking train with AI and I crossed
You found out the teacher was
he on that time about he had a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Like he was finna hoop against AI, but they was dribbling the ball on a train. Like he telling us this story. Talking about AI went up for like he was going up for a layup and he blocked the time. I said, get that shit out of here.
Yeah, he used to say that. Man,
Yeah.
think about that. You had a teacher. You really thought your teacher was a crackhead. Think about that though.
Man, I knew something was wrong with him. Shit. You letting us do everything we want. Hey man, sit your ass down. Ooh, alright. Give me $2 and y'all can do whatever the fuck y'all want to do. That let you know right now something wrong with him. Shit.
But this your instructor though. Like they supposed to be your teacher, teaching you, educating you and all that.
Hey man, I ain't gonna get, man, look. I ain't gonna get it to you like that, but I'm just telling you the truth though, like. Hey, them teachers want all that though, like how you think. Like them the motherfuckers who used to be just saying any damn thing. They ain't give a fuck, they was getting that check.
So all the teachers was just thinking about just the check.
Most of their ass, I ain't gonna say all. Most of them was on your ass. But most of them didn't give a fuck.
How do you feel like being older now? And the children in the school now with those same type of teachers though?
I mean, shit. They just gotta learn from that shit. They just can't just take this shit and be like, alright, this is what it is. They just gotta learn from it, but that's the type of shit. I mean, I learned from that shit though.
So your teacher is a crack. This your lead teacher or this a substitute teacher?
Nah, that wasn't no sub. He done the shit. You would have thought he was a sub. Trying to fuck motherfuckers in there. But he wasn't no sub though. He was the real legit teacher, for real. Read newspaper, man. Sit y'all ass down. Woo, woo, woo. I got a couple. Hey, man, give me $2. Y'all can do whatever the fuck y'all want to do the rest of the day. That was it.
So you could literally pay the teacher to just sit there and let y'all just chill.
Man, literally give him $2. He might go down there, break bread with you with the $2 you gave to him and buy you a lunch. But the whole time you doing whatever the fuck you want to do. And he gonna ask you later on, man, what type of grades you supposed to get?
What type of grades you supposed to get?
A's and B's. Fuck you talking about?
Damn!
Hell yeah, that's how that shit was.
So you had a crackhead as a teacher, and you could choose your own grades.
On the guys.
Man.
I ain't gonna lie, he really asked you that, man. We got the
He really asked you that shit,
really
though.
asked you, like,
It's time, you know what I'm saying? Time to put your grade in. He asks you, A, B. Man, give me an A. Sometimes he might hit you with it, man. Come on, man. You know you don't supposed to get no A. All right, well, give me a B then.
I swear
Give me a B in
he
that.
really asked you that.
What grade was this?
7th grade.
How old was you in 7th grade?
We was about 12, 13.
Man. And the teacher's a crackhead and he's supposed to be teaching you
Man,
as a job.
teacher was our son. We ain't gonna say he was a crackhead. We was our son. I don't know what the fuck he was
So
on.
did y'all ever like really learn in the class? Like they teach y'all anything like y'all had
Yeah, he'd
schoolwork?
teach us for about 10 minutes. And that shit was over with.
So what y'all did for the rest of the day?
Shit, did what the fuck we wanted to do.
Damn. So now one thing I remember when he was my he wasn't my teacher, but he was a teacher across the street from my teacher, like in the hallway. And he'd be like having like the goons in his class. He'd say like, "Hey, I'm gonna have my goons get them."
And he'd send them on somebody in the other class. But the whole time, only thing he used to talk about was talking about when he was with certain celebrities. And he'd sit up talking about motherfuckers. Our principal wig. That's all he used to be talking about.
Damn.
Oh my God.
You
that's
talking
all
about
he
Miss
used to talk
Stewart?
about. He used to be talking about Miss Stewart wig. And off that shit.
Her hair was cut too perfect. Ain't nobody knew if that was a wig or her hair.
Shit, he knew.
No bullshit. Now that you really older and like you kind of be around, like he really probably used to hit the missile in school. Like,
Yeah.
he used to have a little mouth, like his mouth used to move like he hit the missile.
And whole time he'd be in the classroom like this. Like, man, y'all making up too much noise, man. Shit. He
Man.
used to be pissed.
And the teacher, he sleep in the class.
He literally used to put his head down like this. No bullshit. He literally put his head down. Man, y'all making up too much goddamn noise. Shit. And that's what he used to say.
Man, y'all ain't. I ain't think he was really. I knew he was saying get them goons and all that, but I ain't never know that he
used to come and get a
that.
couple of people and send them to another classroom.
Yeah.
And get on their ass, but yeah, that's what type of time he was on. He was off that shit.
Man, so in this neighborhood, this is
at school.
This is the teachers at the school,
Rest
like
in peace to Mr. Arrington, man.
Like-
He was smoking crack.
Man, he was doing what he wanted to do in there. And he used to call her a bitch.
the principal.
Yes. Every time she walked out, she come in the classroom, he be like, that leather wig bitch.
She had this shit right by the. She had a classroom right by the principal.
Right by the office.
Cause she wanted to be that close to him to see what he was doing.
Okay.
Dang. Oh yeah, that's
He been
getting.
teaching for 20 years. These people was riding the
Everybody,
bus.
it's people that was before us talking about they had Mr. Emerson. Man, I remember he used to do this, and we used to be like, shit, he doing the same shit.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
34 every day.
Dang.
I'm
That's.
clean on 34. That was his finesse. Man, I need a couple dollars so I can get on the bus.
He'll buy your teacher's lunch and you give him the money for the
On
teacher's
everything.
lunch.
So you thinking like in your head, like, damn, he just told me he need a couple dollars to get on the bus, but he buying us lunch. He finesse.
He was getting them blows. He was getting them a salt buck every
Yeah,
day.
every day.
Getting right off the bus in his neighborhood, grabbing them a salt buck from dude now.
Every day.
He was good.
Every
You
day.
know what he was doing that. I swear to
Man,
God,
you
I know what he was
was
doing.
Man, you ain't never told nobody
What?
this.
Huh?
You ain't never told nobody. I ain't never know this.
I mean, we told people that was probably before us and a little
He had enough to last
probably
through
the
the
class that
night.
was after us that had them.
You said what?
But we talked about it.
Like then he was getting a boulder for a
Man,
salt buck.
they is wow.
Yeah, that's what he was on.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, I had a substitute
That's the type
teacher.
of time he was on, for real.
Was y'all in the same class?
No,
Nah, we wasn't in the same class. We was
So we
switching.
had
But
like
we had them,
they
bro.
started switching classes.
It's his
trying it
interview.
out. Yeah, I'm tripping. All right, go on.
Go ahead, go.
I mean, we had them, but we ain't had the same class. We was switching and, you know, they was getting us ready for high school. So everybody had them, so everybody knew what time it was when they went in the class.
Man, you had a crackhead for a teacher. Probably was 9 times out of 10 doing blows in the school.
Shit, he probably was doing more than that. We just didn't know.
Now, okay, now I'm gonna ask you this: you been to college?
Yeah, I was in college for about a
All
year.
the real players.
I'm doing something right now. Nah, what you was on again?
You stayed there for a year. Did you enjoy the year there, or was it like I need to get back to the hood?
I mean, you gonna miss it. When you in college, you gonna miss that shit. You gonna miss the food. You gonna miss all type of shit. But I mean, yeah, it was times like, alright, I miss the hood, miss my mama, miss the guys. Even though I talk to everybody every day, but it's a difference. But I mean, at the same time, I was like, shit, I'm living. I'm shit by myself. I ain't got ain't nobody calling like, hey, Ron, do this, Ron, do that. So it was decent. I mean, yeah, I missed a little bit of it because you going to miss home. You're going to be homesick.
See, look, and right there, that transitions perfectly into the last one. Emotional.
Yeah, you're going to be homesick. I ain't going to lie about that.
So, although you went off to college and it was better, you still was homesick to where all this craziness is going on.
But I'm going to stop you right there. I ain't going to say that. Because as soon as I got down there, you thinking like, okay, I'm going down and I'm getting away from it. All the bullshit and this and that. The whole time, shit, it was shit happening down there. So it's like you really ain't getting away from it. You just, you know what I'm saying? You probably just you thinking that you're getting away from it, but you're getting a better education. You trying to get a better education, but at the same time, it's like, shit happened. So shit happening still down there, it's still Illinois, so you already know how that shit go.
So you went off to college to better yourself, get a college educated degree, think you getting away from the hood, and you ran into some more bullshit?
Oh yeah, you gonna do that.
How did you feel about that, thinking that you was actually going to a getaway that was really not such a getaway?
Shit, I wasn't even really like, damn, it's different. Because I already know, shit happens. Singing too much.
Tell them when you had to box doors in college.
You had to box somebody in college?
Yeah.
What happened?
We was hoping, you know how,
you think you MJ, by the way, right?
I mean, that's my favorite player all the time, but it wasn't even just about MJ. It was just like one up for a layup type shit. You know, you had contact. I ain't want to, yo. Like,
yeah.
It was one of them. Man, you do that shit again, woo. I said, B, hey, B, you don't want none of these problems, man. You don't want that. So he, you know what I'm saying, he was asking for it. And shit. Again, what do you want? Nice little combo.
What do you have, a 2-piece spicy?
What's the biscuit?
What's the biscuit?
Well, that's what it was. I done fucked up my motherfucking, my knuckles fucking well. Hand him in his motherfucking teeth and shit. But we was tired of saying we was out there like, we couldn't even do it no more, but shit, he kept running up, I kept sucking. But it was like, you know, it was like about a couple motherfuckers coming that way, like, I'm like.
So they trying to jump you?
Shit, they did jump us. It was me and my roommate, they did. The whole time I'm looking like, and I'm looking at the nigga like, damn, you ain't gonna do shit? Cause he was, you know, he picked up the Everest bottle. The Everest bottle joint. Like, I'm like,
your roommate was
yeah,
cotton ball.
One-on-one. You could have just hit him in the shit with the bottle, but I mean, I had him. It was cool.
Did he stay right there, or did he take off on your ass?
No, he can take off.
But he ain't really.
He just kept on, man, you keep bumping into me, I'm like, all right, whatever. So that last time, he bagged up in the grass. I'm like, man, look, watch out, let me undo this right quick. And took care of him.
That seemed like that was slight work. You cleaned him up.
Yeah, it was decent.
He was alright. So now, did this get you kicked out of school?
No, this ain't getting me kicked. They ain't know about it.
So school ain't know?
Mm-mm.
Alright, so you knuckled somebody up, school ain't know. But you said you only went there for a year. So what brought you back home?
Shit, cause I was going through all type of shit. They tried to say I stole the TV, turned the camera, like who the fuck get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, turn the camera, and attempt to, you know what I'm saying, take a TV. If you gonna get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, you gonna take that motherfucker.
So they accused you?
That ain't what I was on though.
They accused you of that? Who accused you of that?
Shit, the Jakes.
The what?
Police.
Okay, there's a difference at the college towns because there's some college town police and then it's like the real police.
No, it was the Jakes.
Like the real ones.
Wasn't no college police. It was the Jakes.
So they came to your crib like, hey, we think you stole the TV,
Definitely.
and you ain't stole no TV. Did that get you kicked out, or that was just like, man, you know what, this some bullshit, I gotta
No,
fight?
that's what made me down to, you know what I'm saying, come back. But you know, everybody, oh, he came back because the girl, but that wasn't it.
A girl?
You already know how that shit go, man.
Oh, who you was dating at this time that they was trying to say you came back for?
Tasha is dirty, yeah.
Oh. You want to talk about that relationship? That's a little emotional.
Nah.
That's a part of the emotions right there.
Nah, I ain't on that type of time.
Alright, we don't want to talk about old stuff. So what you do want to talk about, you sound like you got a new boo. She old and dirty.
Oh, she younger than me.
Your new boo?
Hold on. You getting a little hot.
See, look, he hit them emotions. He got to up out his hoodie. Them emotions. He getting
Nah, I
hot.
ain't even about the emotions. Yeah, shit.
So now what up? You got you a little new youngin', you just said. You got a little tenderoni teeny bopper. What's going on?
Hold on, pause it real quick.